I'm very curious to see how that G is prepared itself for Seth. Again, Xian is going to have a pretty decent time against a big-bodied character. Here we go. A lot on the line here. We are at the halfway point. This is pivotal for both teams here. What an answer off the bat with that crouch heavy punch against the axe kick. Coming from the side of Bigbird. Oh, he dropped the crush counter combo. Unfortunate, but here comes Xian.
What's crazy is
missed axe kick on his side too.
Once again, this is top 8 tournament level. This is, I feel like this could be a CPT Capcom Cup match right here. Top 8 international talent on display right here. Xian with big damage in the corner versus Bigbird's G. Oh, big damage on the table right now. Not sure if that was intentional or not.
It had to be, right? He went for a meaty setup immediately after. I'll give him that credit. But here comes Xian. V-Trigger 2 is active. Any block string? Yes, sir. Get ready for the mix. Overhead.
Okay. He's nervous. He don't know exactly the combo. You got this.
And again, that's been countered so many times throughout this season, where if you have a V-reversal and Seth activates V-Trigger 2, majority of the players just V-reversal, right?
Yeah, that's actually true.
But as soon as you saw G pop V-Trigger, Xian, just like Seth Color, green means go, baby.
That's why that V-Trigger is really difficult to use. Not only are the setups pretty difficult to do consistently, it's about the fact that if they have a V-meter and they're willing to spend it and they place it, it's going to work out perfectly, and you might have just lost an entire V-Trigger. Not Xian, though, because right now he has quite the lead. Activate off the EX dash punch, crouch short.
Oh, I like that option to jump, delayed jump with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Nice.
That's match, okay?
Perfect. So clean.
Seth wins.
Okay, at the round 2, he's playing a bit more aggressive since he know he can anti-air. So be careful if he try to rush you.
Round 1. Fight.
Ooh. Lots of words between Hot Dog just reassuring Xian. Great standing heavy kick.
I like that as a deterrent to keep Seth from jumping. I think it's a very smart strategy. A very aggressive one, and it's paying off. Yes, sir. Big Med cradle on the side of Seth. Oh, boy. You should
That's
be
stunned for sure.
Stunned.
That might be the round, actually. No. Gets a little meter.
Nice.
And the shimmy.
My God.
Had to clear his throat a little bit. Yo, Angrybird out there popping off right now.
Nice.
Yo,
What's that, a
that
punish?
Angrybird going off out there. I can hear him from here.
Nice.
Oh, crouch short.
Like 17 rooms away.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Tries to go for a shimmy this time. Xian doesn't take it. The V reversal
Ooh,
works
that's
out.
too far.
Nice.
Forward fears. Dash up twice for the Oki. Another throw closer to this corner. Activation is a threat, but so with the V reversal on the side. A
No
Big Bird.
anti-air. I know we think about the splat, we talk about the splat, and that's going to make you second guess some of these anti-air options. Oh, the jump short after the axe kick.
Yeah, Xian's been going for the double axe kick strategy, or at least axe kick and then jump. So, oh, there's the activation route once more. What's it going to be? Overhead or the low? It's going to be the throw. It is tagged.
Oh, not
How did he
close
know?
enough.
The
Not
perfect
close
time.
enough.
Nice.
Let's
And I'm
go.
gonna tell you right now.
The content is fine.
Okay.
He just tries to play more aggressive. He don't want to defense.
It's okay, it's okay.
هيقعد يتنطط زي الحمار الحين.
Yeah, it's not trying to play the ground game. I'll just keep dashing.
Yeah, he chose to explode the, or to detonate the V-Trigger 2, which does have a ton of recovery on it. Hence why Bigbird was going to go all in with that wheel kick. It could have been critical either way, but still closing out the round successfully. Very impressive start.
Oh, gets the command throw. Oh, scoop him. Looks like NASR's back.
Nice.
The stun.
Let's go.
Oh!
Close to a
Yo,
perfect.
Angrybird out there popping off. The round is done.
أيوة.
This is set
على راس
point
أعطيه.
coming up here.
على صلعته.
That's what I'm talking
Yo.
about. He could be praising him, but at the same time, it sounds like he's scolding him.
Yep, exactly. Jump in with the heavy kick. Oh, wow, the confirm on the jump in from Xian. Oh,
Select on the
skill.
side of Xian, stuck in this corner.
Oh.
That's a lot of frames to sit down, amigo. Don't do it again.
In the words of Smug.
Nice!
See, don't say don't do it again, because that's what opens you up. Now the throw comes back.
Nice!
Oh no!
Stun.
Hey,
Man,
He's
grab
not
again.
dead. He's not dead, though.
But
Hey,
it's going to
hey,
lead to
hey.
a tough time out this corner. Don't get thrown.
بعد
Do
واحدة
not
بعد واحدة
get
على
thrown.
خاطري. ايوه!
Get
God,
thrown.
scooped him
I told
again,
you.
and do not sit there. Yo, Angrybird, a happy boss in the background. Look at the smile.
That's the first time I've seen him smile ever.
Since birth. That's the first time. All off
Let's
of the
go.
fact that he was right out of the range for a lot of those scissors kicks, attacks, and everything. Angrybird with the pop-off steal. Angrybird with the pop-off steal, just waiting. Caba, let's see some Street Fighter. You can. This is definitely something you can do. That
Hey.
with you is nothing to
yeah.
sneeze at.
And you see that anti-air crouch heavy punch. It's going to be a lot easier to anti-air.
Hey,
or
hey.
Nice!
What a whiff punish. Also, I will say, just like I talked about Cammy being a character that you need to learn how to fight to survive in Street Fighter V, G is that exact same kind of character. You're not playing Street Fighter
okay.
V at a high level competitively unless you know how to
Wow.
fight this character, right? Now, I say that because there's no way Caba does not know how to fight G right now. There's no way.
Yeah, at this point of the game, G
Nice.
has been a main target of a lot of for a lot of players in the CPT.
Good defense. A lot of people kind of freak
Nice.
out right there. They want to move, scramble a little bit.
Too far out.
Oh, no.
Nice!
All right, he's not dead, but this
Hey,
is
hey.
not good. This is a life or death situation you're about to experience, and the throw can
will
kill.
do it. Nice tech from Caba. He knew as well.
Oh
عادي
my
عادي عادي
gosh!
عادي بيكون عندك ليفت ليد لا
Oh
تهجم
gotta be
my
kidding me.
gosh! What did I say about Caba?
What did
did
you
I
say?
say about Caba? There's no way he does not know how to fight this matchup, with Ryu or not. But you know what's funny? Do you know how to fight Ryu? That's the
Nice.
real question.
Ooh-wee. Ordinary man. You thought you were just going to sit here and anti-air me? What about the ground game? Look at these
Right.
fireballs.
I know what you're thinking. There's no way he has footsies.
Okay.
He's not even wearing shoes. Well, you're wrong.
Always
Nice.
talking about the shoes, man. They're always dismissing him. The dirtier the feet,
Right.
the more well-traveled he
Nice.
is.
No
They
shoes.
don't understand.
No shirt. No sure you can, bro. Stand medium kick once again. You got to be careful. Now, this is a dangerous situation while you're fighting G. You do not want to give him the
Okay.
opportunity to activate first. You block anything, you know what's coming. But look at the offense. Stand medium kick, activate, we was talking about. You cannot get grabbed right now. And by that, I mean command grab. If you get scooped, it's a done deal. Let him run out that
Nice.
V trigger. Just moved a little too early.
Nice.
That's what I mean. You need to be able to successfully defend against a character like G at all times. And look at what happened. His defense was sound up until the last 3 hits, which ended the round. But still, once again, first match, 1 round apiece.
It's that V-trigger, man. I'm telling you, G's V-trigger is one of the scariest ones out there.
Nice.
And that anti-air already starting the pace, or setting the pace here for Bigbird. Again, once you have that
nice.
V-trigger,
Gosh,
it
the
could be
footsies
highway
walk
robbery.
forward,
Nice.
back, roundhouse.
Hey, hey.
V-skill to build up, as well as presidentiality
Hey,
on the left,
hey.
too.
No EX DPs coming from Caba just
Another
yet.
one, maximum presidency. You're dead.
Yo,
على راسه
Angrybird
Hey.
popping off. That's
Bro, you're
nice.
too loud. You're like piercing my ears.
Tell my man to keep it down out there. He's scaring us back here.
There's only one volume and it's loud. It's Angrybird, man. You can't stop this.
He like to command grab at the end if you almost die.
Aliwa.
Wow, they got.
Aliwa.
Yeah.
Why is Samurai so good at that?
Dash.
He even had the
That's
hand
more than
motion and everything. Oh man, way too excited on Team Com.
He even flapped his arms like a bird, too.
Right.
He's becoming one of them. The samurai bird.
The Samurai Bird. He's wearing armor and has a katana on his side. That seagull's got a sword. What the? No.
Coming in.
It's okay.
You hear somebody unsheath a sword? That bird's trying to steal my hot dog 29. No, let me stop. Neutral jump. This is dangerous. Yep.
Nice.
I was gonna say the defense is really good so far, but
Oh, that was very awkward. Caught him mid-air, but didn't get to finish the
Oh,
wheel
just-
kick.
the issue here is that he's the
Uppercut to
Nice.
finish it.
Don't count Caba out yet. Do not count him out yet.
Uppercut? Nope, maybe too far out.
Oof.
Nice
Good
punish.
Good punish. G's like to use that move, keep the offense. Oh, back throw. Need to get out of there. I'm looking for jump toss.
Nice.
Oh
Yep,
my
there it
God.
was.
Oh,
On
out
cue.
of there. The movement from Caba has been so spot on.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, that's
yeah.
the first one we've seen all day.
100%.
And it worked. No whiff punish. Stand
Uh-oh.
medium
Okay.
kick. Look, man, stand medium kick from G is the worst, bro. Oh, that G.
Nice.
Oh, you knew what you were doing.
You might be
You
dead.
knew exactly
might
what
be
you were
dead.
doing with
There's
that
meter
one.
on there. You're spinning that. You're spinning that.
Nice.
You're spinning that. Light him up. But
Yeah, I wasn't
nah, he
gonna
couldn't.
risk it.
I can tell you right now that combo couldn't have killed. Wheel kick wouldn't have done that much damage. But now there's no meter. Caba can definitely run this back. Take us to another game. Take us to a third game, Caba. I want to see you play Angrybird. I want to see you play Angrybird, Caba. Let's see it. With old Karate Man, no shoes, Ryu. Good punch.
Nice.
The
Hey.
punish is missed. But it's okay. Didn't suffer too much damage, although being in this corner, it might be just as bad.
He's getting used to reading those the jump out Tatsus at this point.
Just the spacing.
Hey,
living
Stand
at
light kick. The first time we've seen Angrybird use it right now. Activate off the EX. V reversal block. This is
Uh-oh.
Hey, hey.
oh no.
No, he's still living.
This is great now. Oh, he's
Anti-air, you know the option select.
Nice.
Ah. Wow.
Huge victory for the side of NASR, eliminating Psycho Shinobi for this week. And to do it, Bigbird got 2 wins straight up.
Team pro players from across the globe. Top 8 placers, ranking premier event winners, even Capcom Cup champions. So many different paths, and what seems like an endless array of characters has led them all to this very stage. And as far as you and I, we have the pleasure of seeing those paths collide. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Hollywood, Raw TV, and this is Street Fighter League.
That is going to spell victory.
JB is in his head right now.
How'd you do that?
My God, he is feeling it.
Oh my gosh. The matches. Let's go.
He said, nah, hold this medium punch.
I double dog dare you. Find me better Street Fighter. I dare you. Find me better Street Fighter. I implore you. Send the signal out. I dare you to find me better Street Fighter because Street Fighter League delivers. Man! Street Fighter League Season 3 continues. This is week 9. We're getting a lot closer to the playoffs. We've already crossed that half line, that half season threshold. So now things are getting serious. The bands are going to change up. We've started from the top. My name is Tasty Steve, and I'm here with
Vicious.
And we're getting into some serious Street Fighter. I continue my quest to find better Street Fighter than what you're watching right now.
That's the thing. You're in a loop, right? You're never going to be satisfied because it keeps getting better and better and better each and every one of these weeks. You're asking for a lot, but at the same time, we're here to deliver.
Now, I would like to touch on the fact that this is definitely an international players' ball. If you have been paying attention, and you should have, you have seen some of the best team play in Street Fighter V that I have ever seen. I mean, UYU at a bad spot right now, but I feel like this second half of the season, which we've already been touching on, is going to be a different vibe for them. They're going to be able to get a lot more wins. The character bans are definitely going to be in their favor, and I don't think a lot of these other players know what they're getting into.
That's going to be the biggest highlight of this week because we have a lot of these folks really trying to gun for that top 4 spot in the playoffs as it is week 9. But we also have plenty of other teams right now that are trying to secure their lead. When you look at the standings currently, we have Alpha 3 sitting at first with 5-1. All in right behind him with a tie score of 5-1.
Okay.
NASR at 2-3. Psycho Shinobi at 2-3 as well. Dynamite also sitting at 5th, but with that 2-3, it could still go anybody's way. And of course, we saw UYU, as Steve mentioned, currently sitting at 0-5. But this is where things go topsy-turvy for UYU in a good way. The Rashids are now free to play.
Yeah, that's 100% true. As well as thinking about these character bans on the other side of the table. There's certain people like Hot Dog 29. Like, what are we going to see from Hot Dog 29? What are we going to see from SKZ if their character is the target of a ban going into this second half of the season? And it's going to be even more interesting if you think about the format. This is going to be a 3v3 Waseda-style format. These guys are going to pre-select their order, and they will play a 2 out of 3 set. Whoever wins that set will rotate to the back of the queue. The player who loses will be eliminated, and they will play those 2 out of 3 sets until there's only one team remaining, one player remaining, and that will be the victor of our team battle.
And that format is ever so important because as we go through 15 regular season weeks of Street Fighter League, the last half of those weeks are one of the most important ones, right? Those 15 weeks leading to the playoffs, the 16th week where we find our top 2 teams to face off against Team Japan in the World Finals because the stakes are as high as ever. $150,000 is up for grabs for that top team, as well as the Seiko MVP awards going towards the later half of this season, right? With first half, we actually crowned Punk as the MVP. We're continuing to do so with each and every week once we find our play of the day. But we're going to see right now who we have lined up for week number 9. Steve, who are we going to see on the stage?
This week's team battles will consist of Team Dynamite going up against Psycho Shinobi. Now, for the second team battle of today, we will have Team UYU versus NASR, and this is going to be a different tale of the tape that we're going to get into right after this break, guys. Once we come back, we're going to get into our first team battle. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you after this break.
Be on the battle.
Get ready.
Destroy. Begin.
Let's go.
Disappear. Kneel. You do not have the strength to crush the spirit of the king.
All right. I really like to exercise. And training is a lot of fun.
Time to meet your death, vile insect.
Pull out all the stuff.
Hadouken! Witness the power of the continent. This is the power of the king.
Week 9 Street Fighter League is going to get started right now. The team battles have already been set. It's going to be Team Dynamite going up against Psycho Shinobi with Team Dynamite aiming for that hot dog. M. Bison not going to be playable this time around.
Oh, really?
Psycho Shinobi on this side of things is aiming for Nikali, which seems like a bit of a
man.
strange pick, right?
It's kind of a stretch because we haven't seen GamerBee, who is obvious target of the ban, play this character in quite some time. He's transitioned to Seth so well, and also has a backup Cammy. In fact, he listed his secondary as Cammy over Nikali. So this is a very interesting choice. I don't know if it's one of those things where it's just like they're more comfortable with Seth and Cammy than Nikali, right? So I don't know. It might pay off for them. I honestly think that the ban choice could have gone to Mena instead, because the last time around when they met, they banned Smug. They didn't want to deal with that Balrog, but that's going to be on the plate as well. So that's another thing to talk about. Smug is fully unleashed against his team, and the first time they met, Psycho Shinobi was saying, I don't want to have to deal with that Balrog, because that could still be like a matchup that's very uncomfortable for all of us.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the order. Team Dynamite's order is going to be GamerBee, MenaRD, and then Smug.
Okay.
Psycho Shinobi's order is going to be Caba, Hot Dog, Xian. That makes things a little interesting, right?
We have ourselves quite the matchup for us today. Dynamite and Psycho Shinobi. Again, one of the biggest stories is that we have Caba potentially going off against his own countrymen as well, because Caba's fully unleashed too. So we're going to see a lot more W's on the board, or I expect to, from Caba.
Well, speaking of both Caba and Mena, I believe Rob TV has an interview with both of the players. Let's take a listen.
I'm here with the most suave player on Street Fighter League, one of the best players as well. Caba, what's going on, bro?
Todo bien, preparándonos para el enfrentamiento de ahorita, que vamos a enfrentar a sus fuertes jugadores y estamos preparando la mejor estrategia que sea posible para así poder obtener la victoria, así que eso va a estar bueno.
What has Street Fighter League been like for you? You know, you're talking about, you know, your preparation. Obviously, I'm sure you prepared very hard for Street Fighter League, even with the shorter notice that you had due to COVID and everything. Has Street Fighter League been what you expected it to be, and are you enjoying it?
Realmente me siento muy bien con lo que es Street Fighter League por el hecho de que este formato de torneo se basa en explorar más la versatilidad de los jugadores, ya que, por ejemplo, hay muchos jugadores como que son muy fuertes, como por ejemplo Tokido, como Daigo, que usan un solo personaje, pero gracias a Street Fighter League entonces tienen que utilizar otro personaje. Esas son cosas que le gustan a la gente, como ver esa versatilidad de los jugadores, y eso me agrada mucho realmente. No tuve tanta preparación como lo mencionaron, pero pude acudir a usar mis ríos, que realmente las cosas no van como se esperaban, pero yo creo que puede haber un cambio. Yo y mi equipo nos estamos preparando y vamos a dar lo mejor.
So Mena, obviously this is your first Street Fighter League, and I want to know just what's this experience been like for you overall, and has it been enhanced from having your brother here as well?
Being honest, this is the best part of my year.
Yeah.
This year I wasn't really expecting much. I wasn't even expecting offline play, to fight top players, to be on the show again. Honestly, I just love this. I'm loving Street Fighter League. This is amazing having team fights, and especially Caba also having the opportunity. I just feel like whatever happens, I have to be grateful because I'm here and I would love to come back. So Street Fighter League is just amazing, you know, and I thank Capcom for that.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Mena. And I feel like Caba is actually the perfect embodiment of being a character in a different way, especially when it comes to cheering on his brothers, you know, his countrymen like yourself. What's Caba's mindset when he's actually watching his brothers play in big matches? And did the pushback that he got from some people on social media, like most people loved it, but there was those few people who were like, oh, he's doing too much, I'm trying to focus. You know, what did Caba think about all of that pushback?
Ay, realmente me hace sentir bien, feliz. El hecho de yo poder apoyar a otro, porque a mí me apoya mucho. Y realmente lo que más yo siento es felicidad de poder ver a los amigos míos triunfar. También eso me ayuda, me motiva a mí a poder seguir adelante, y cuando yo veo que un amigo mío lo logra desde abajo, entonces yo tomo ese ejemplo y yo también entiendo que yo lo puedo lograr. Entiendo que también vieron algunas cosas de mi parte que no fueron tan prudentes, y me disculpé públicamente con las personas que tuve ese problema, y gracias a Dios todo resultó bien. Luego de ahí ya las cosas fueron un poco más controladas. Así que cualquier persona que en algún momento, que no fueron mis intenciones de ofender, la ofendí, le pido disculpas.
Oh, what a nice guy. I don't see how anybody could ever dislike Caba at all. You know, there's just a couple more questions. In general, with him coming over to, you know, America for a lot of tournaments and not speaking English, I feel like it's amazing. So for one, I want to compliment him just for how amazing he has performed, especially under the conditions of, you know, we're all hanging out in hotel rooms or going out to eat, having casual, so on and so forth. And there's a lot of conversations going on that maybe he can't directly follow, yet he's able to find a, you know, happy medium and be comfortable and perform well and get his work in. What's it been like for him over the years coming over to America and having that language barrier? And is he interested at all in learning English?
Bueno, realmente sí, me la paso siempre como estableciendo un horario para poder estudiarlo y poder aprender el idioma, pero luego como que me desmotiva un poco, realmente algo en lo que tengo que trabajar. Y referente a lo de por qué me siento bien cuando van a la habitación y están conversando, por ejemplo, y no puedo participar, es que como que el FGC trae como esa vibra positiva entre todos nosotros. Entonces como que ya de por sí a mí me sale sentirme bien, eso es algo como natural.
So it's a good thing that Caba is obviously happy in the room and stuff. I can attest to that. You know, I've been in there training with him and everything, but I'm sure that he's gonna be just as happy or even happier if his team, Psycho Shinobi, can get the victory over your team, Team Dynamite. Caba, how are you feeling going into that match, and how do you like your chances, your team's chances going up against Dynamite?
Ay, ay, ¿qué te digo? Realmente los dos equipos son muy fuertes, ¿entiendes? No te puedo dar de que esa respuesta concreta, pero bueno, anteriormente me banearon a Guy y realmente obtuvimos la victoria. Gracias a mi participación no fue tan buena, pero gracias a la estrategia que preparamos pudimos llevarnos la victoria. Pero realmente no te puedo decir que vamos a ganar. Siempre positivo y dar lo mejor, pero está difícil esa respuesta de si podemos o no podemos ganar. Bueno, las expectativas son como que 50-50.
So obviously, you know, I already heard what Caba's thoughts are on this. What are your thoughts, you know, on you guys' strategies coming up against Psycho Shinobi? How are you liking your chances? And what happens if you run into Caba?
Honestly, not only Psycho Shinobi, even if I think it's a very strong team, but this season, they can't ban the Buffalo Balrog. And I'm gonna have the bull. The bull and the buffalo, I don't think nobody's gonna stop that.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, nobody's gonna stop that.
Respect. What about Caba? You and Caba?
I think it's 50-50, but I think with the Balrog there, even if I lose, Caba is gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, that's a rough character matchup, Balrog versus Gao. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Caba, Mena, it's always a pleasure talking to both of you guys, and I'm definitely looking forward to that match. I hope you guys actually run into each other. I love watching you running, playing casuals and stuff, and I haven't seen you playing tournament all too much. So it's definitely going to be a good one. Best of luck.
Gracias.
What an interview with both Mena and Caba. That's such a powerful interview. I mean, they talk about the language barrier and how Caba's here, not being fluent in English, being able to, you know, take in all that XP, because I call it XP. That's a different deal.
You can see the mutual respect and the camaraderie that they share, right? The first week that they went off against each other, they didn't say anything against each other, because again, Caba had to fight somebody. MenaRD didn't say a word against him. And then when MenaRD was up, Caba didn't say a word against him either. So I really respect that. I really do.
Well, brothers and countrymen, teammates, not here. They're on the opposite sides of the ball this time. We're going to get back to the games. It's going to be GamerBee versus Caba in this first match, and there's the Cammy. But one of the things that I touched on is the fact that Caba has been kind of chained up. He is now unleashed. You can't keep him in the box for too much longer, but I can tell you right now, one of the things that I said in week number 1 is everyone needs to learn how to fight Cammy. If you're playing Street Fighter V right now, you need to know how to fight Cammy. I feel like this is something Caba can deal with.
There's a lot of expectations coming into this match, right? It's going to be Caba versus GamerBee. Caba fully unleashed with this guile. Psychic Shinobi has been talking about this a while. They're saying, you know what? Caba's been the target of this ban for a good reason. Nobody likes guile.
Nobody likes to fight Guile. He was way too controlling of a pace. On top of that, I feel like he just controls so many more options on the screen than some of the characters. I mean, he has that angle with the flash kick. He can control the horizontal with Sonic Boom as well. So that means you're going to have to be on your toes the entire time.
Oh, barely missing the mark there. You saw the crouching light kick there instead. Kind of whiffing.
Stand light kick just in case. Cammy chooses to dash in right there.
Activation off the sweep. Here comes the shield of booms. Oh, yeah! Nullifying that option through and through. Nice work from GamerBee. Sitting on V-trigger as well. Any solid hit into activation could spell death for Caba. So Caba needs to make this work from this far away, right? Don't throw a boom. Don't even jump at him. The finisher from GamerBee with the anti-air, using all that bar very well.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's one of those things where you try to look for the perfect jump in, and Caba is very much kind of an offensive, risky player. So right there, that jump is very call-outable, right? Like if I am playing game, if I'm GamerBee, I'm like, look, I'm going to wait for this instance. Good punish right here. And you can tell right here that patience really kicking in. Uh-oh, Caba's flash kicking out.
Yeah, you gotta scare him early, Steve.
Yeah, he's baited a couple of them, though, right? Like, he's already had the opportunity to bait a few of them to that first round victory. That's where it came from. Sovak still trying to control that neutral.
I like this from Caba. Throwing off these fake moves. He still got hit by the EX Spiral Arrow.
And it wasn't even doing a Sonic Boom.
Not at all. That feels bad.
Right?
That really does feel bad.
Oh, and this
I
is
faked you out and you bit and I still got hit. That's not nice, man.
Ooh, I like the crouch short. Once again, this is the pace controlling that I was talking about. This is exactly the pace control that I was talking about. Just walks back gingerly, crouch jab, boom.
I hate it when it's gingerly, Steve.
Right?
I don't know what they're going to do.
Right? So slow. You're like, what? Like that.
There's too much confidence. Oh! That,
wow.
I mean, there was a counter hit on the board. You might be
back
thinking
throw.
Caba might have tried to get the flash kick off, but to no avail. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Dash up. I feel like one thing that GamerBee is doing is he's forcing this gameplay momentum out of Caba that he does not want. And I feel like Caba has done it even better at controlling the pace with Ryu in some of these matches. So what a
nice confirm.
You got
the crouch fears. Finding its target. Full critical art. GamerBee
this
setting
time
the pace with game
he
one.
might go more button happy because he's losing. So he will get a little bit more desperate.
Okay.
Yes, he will do a lot of buttons and stuff.
I think you should throw more.
Okay.
Focus more anti-air, and you don't jump. GamerBee anti-air is so good.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Talk to yourself.
I like that also from Hot Dog. Talk to yourself, man. Get comfortable. This is your stage, baby. I like that vote of confidence, but it's the first time we saw MenaRD talk against Caba.
That was crazy. Just giving him strats to stop Caba right now. You know what would be even better if Caba comes back and gets the W. And Hot Dog 29 telling Caba to talk to himself. He's like, yo, talk to yourself. Guide yourself. That's quite the vote of confidence from a captain. And look at how this game is completely changed around for Caba.
You know, Mena had the right read on this one. He's like, he's going to press more buttons in neutral this time around, so watch out for that. Here comes a throw. You know it.
Gotta be careful with that knee bazooka. Now, not dead.
You're not dead, but you have yourself a pretty hard situation to deal with.
And it's
Dash up twice for the meaty.
Oh, activate.
Oh, boy.
And look at that. No meter on the side. Any poke right now is going to do it. Dash up.
Critical art is a factor.
And a chip. Oh, I don't know. I think I would have went for the chip, but now a V-reversal is on the table. That means you're going to need a clean hit. And you can see Caba just spacing, waiting. EX
2
boom.
bars. Okay.
Oh,
GamerBee
wow.
can't do much about that. He does not have meter to go through the sonic booms.
Remember what we were talking about? That CA, I mean, don't get me wrong. The damage was there. The position was there. But the minute you evade that defensive situation, the floor is open. And V-Trigger was there getting the knockdown, getting the conversion. Caba game number 2 looking a lot better.
I like that counter hit conversion from GamerBee. No option select to stop Caba from jumping off this corner. Back to the neutral he goes.
We saw in game 1, we saw an instant back throw from GamerBee. Great read this time by Caba. Stops the throw, maintains the corner. And right now, GamerBee trying to fight his way out.
I like
nice
that.
Legs.
Great usage and great awareness to use that spiral arrow.
Ooh,
V-skill 2.
Whoa, I was not paying attention. That V-skill 2, I feel like flash kick. Yep,
Nice.
that V-skill 2 is such a good move in this matchup because you're not going to want to move around as much anyway, and being able to control that just a little bit more. This is not good. This is not good. Still alive, so this is doable. Trigger on the table. You got to be careful with the booms, and your defense has to be good. Does not take the throw. This is set point for GamerBee.
Seems like Mena's advice is coming in full force. Having the right read on Caba, going for a lot more throws, even than those depth scenarios, right, where one touch will do it. GamerBee opts to get that throw. And what's great is, now he's got full critical art on deck. Ay-ya! You got to watch for those flash kicks no matter what side you're on.
I'm going to tell you right now, we talk about Cammy being a character you need to know how to fight. Gal is the exact same way. Great offense on the table right now from Caba, but this is looking controllable. This is a controlled scenario, it seems, for Caba. Uh-oh, here comes the throw. GamerBee back in control.
Ooh,
another flash kick. Get up off him.
There's no fear in this man's heart whatsoever.
Oh, I love the meter usage right there. Just 1 bar. You can potentially gain back. Oh, no. Jump roundhouse on the air. That could have been dead
Oh,
for
that
Caba,
hit!
but
That's
that
it!
is going
Better
to
than
be dead.
That could have been critical art
device.
either way, but GamerBee just deals enough damage to seal game 1 against Caba. Again, this is one of those matches that had a lot of high expectations on the side of Psycho Shinobi. Fully unleashed Caba with Guile was going to do, I mean, they were thinking, you know what, this is the character that nobody wants to face off against. This is the reason why he's the target of so many bans. But Cammy just seems to happen to traverse past Guile in a very effective way.
Well, look, we mentioned that you have to be able to fight Cammy. That's a Street Fighter V character you need to learn how to fight. Guile is just the same. He's a character that's been around long enough now to where you know he's a threat. We've seen a bunch of good Guiles here, whether it be on CPT or Street Fighter League. We've seen a bunch of them out there. You have to know how to fight that character. GamerBee's no slouch. This man is still competing, still out there on the grind, so you know he knows that matchup. Caba once again eliminated from the queue. He's going to be watching from the sidelines, but still confident nonetheless and giving his team moral support. Right now, the next match in this lineup is going to be MenaRD going up against Hot Dog 29.
He using V-skill 2. Okay. That's okay.
Pointing out already that he's using V-skill 2. Being aware of that is very important. As you can see from their first match, we were not paying attention to the V-skill 2 usage, and I definitely had got blown up. If that was the first time V-skill 2 came on, I would have died. Oof.
Oh, just over the banana peel? I like that.
Oof.
Nice.
But just walk up sweet. Look at the range control. Some of these buttons from Mena.
He's always known for that, right? Throwing out the heavy buttons very often in those spaces. Oh, this is going to be huge.
Big
We're looking at the
damage on
stun,
the
too.
table. Next
Back
guess
throw
could be.
Oh, he tried to command
wow.
grab. You saw the startup of V-skill 2. MenaRD sniffed it out. Finds the activation route for trigger. Here comes the can.
And just like that, this match seems right back in control.
Nice.
It's still comboed? That's a lot of hits done. Oh, boy.
I really thought that can was going to hit her on the return, but the shimmy
Okay, that's
with
all right.
the trigger. Oh!
The stand medium punch was just in
Come
time,
on.
huh? The stand medium punch was well within range. Okay, I see you, Hot Dog.
Oof. Yo, I'm going to say right now, when Mena hits people with these heavy buttons from Birdie, oh my gosh.
It hurts.
It
yo.
hurts.
The stand fears. Even the sweeps from max distance.
From
it's
down.
so tantalizing. It's like, yo, I want to whiff punish this. Why are you throwing this at me?
Oh, wow. Can we take a look at that? Can we take a look at that? Oh, from downtown again. My man is taking shots from the three-point line.
Oh,
the
boy.
reversal. Damage.
Oh, I like that frame kill. 2 lights into a throw.
Another one. Spins the meter. That should be the round.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's not afraid. That's the second time he's blown up that V-Skill 2 usage from Hot Dog. I feel like he has to maybe set up into it, right? Don't do it as a meaty because there's a significant startup to see it. Oh, and that's unfortunate, yo. The pushback on the Parabellum was a little bit too far out. Didn't get to finish the combo.
The thing about this matchup is that Colleen still has to swing. Birdie's buttons, they're good. You cannot put a lot of stuff in that area and expect not to get hit. And then on top of that, he still has the EXs that you have to be careful of. And then once he does get through, he has the command throw. And look at this. Look at the pace that Mena is playing and still in control. No punish. This is just Mena's game to play. There's one of those big buttons. Go to hell.
Yes.
That's exactly what I mean. And I feel like that's what he was concerned about. I feel like Xian was more concerned about that gameplay than anything because right now, Colleen has to get into this space where Mena's definitely going to press buttons. And the bigger the button, it's going to be damage. It's going to be damage on the table. Xian, short words right there. So it must be something small, right? Maybe telling him to calm down. Oof.
If you're in Xian's position right now, what are you telling Hot Dog?
I'm telling him to slow down. I'm telling him to slow down. Mena is really liking the fact that he's controlling the pace. I'm telling him to slow down. There you go. Slow down.
He just wants to get to know you. All right? I like that option to go for the meaty.
No.
Not yet. Okay, this is in that range where he might tease the command grab,
From
but
downtown, but
still goes in.
But the drop is going to give a raw activation for Hot Dog. Just blocks the can, but eats the hit after it. Confirmed by Mena.
I think Hot Dog is cool with this. Yeah, flashing the V-trigger.
No.
Oh, man, the reactions.
My man is
for the
shooting from
full
all
back.
over the key and is hitting goal every time.
At this point, do you go for the shack attack and make him shoot free throws? No, he's going to still go
What
in.
did I say? What
he's
did I
going
say?
to go
Put
in
a hat
for
on
the
while you're-
dunk.
See, this is, like I said, that's the scary stuff in this matchup. Fighting a birdie with Colleen, yeah, you're going to get that movement. You got some buttons yourself, but if you get in this situation where the offense is not in your favor, it's going to be scary.
Back-to-back back throws, I should say.
Back-to-back-to-back throws?
Mm-hmm. At this range, you again trying to get this jump in. Ah, no punish still. Gets a forward throw instead. Rock bottom.
And there's a wolf punish up close. Once again, this is the momentum that I was talking about. Now he's just walking Colleen to the corner. What do? Back to the wall. These big buttons, great life adding up, and whiff punishment is going to be the only way out.
Ugh.
What a whiff punish! Oh my God! Side switch.
What side?
What did I say? Normal throw. Corner in favor of Colleen right now. That V-trigger activation coming up for Mena. Blocks the sweep. This
and
is
the
big
punish
damage.
on that as well. Do it again. No, he mistimed it. No, it was all deception.
That's
He was
okay.
coming in hot with the lights anyway.
Oh, wait a minute. Hot Dog. We've seen this all season. Hot Dog's rebuttal in Street Fighter is really good.
Back
What,
roundhouse for the crush counter. Go ahead.
what he picks up from match to match and set to set is really, really good.
Yeah, his adaptation skills are top notch, without a doubt. This guy has been through to the Capcom Cup stage before, but you're facing off against a Capcom Cup champion. Headache. Another
Oh, you're
one.
stunned. That's game.
You're
and
dead.
that's the set.
Oh, that's
Dynamite
strategy.
right now.
Oh, that patient.
Taking out Hot Dog 29, and that is, oh man. This is one of the things that we said we were concerned about. We said, what character was Hot Dog 29 going to put on the table this time? So we got Xian versus Smug coming up, and Xian is going to be in a very, very tense situation, right? This entire situation is already tense, but now you have him up as the lone survivor of Psycho Shinobi going up against Smug of Team Dynamite, right? GamerBee getting the victory. MenaRD getting the victory.
2-0, by the way. Straight up. That's a lot of wins on the board for them.
You're the #1 Balrog player in the world.
GamerBee with the confidence. He says, you're the #1 Balrog player in the world.
In the world.
In the world.
I think that's true.
I mean,
really do
look,
think that's true.
I don't know how you would disagree at this point. But here we go.
He will try to use V-Skill to punish you, I think.
Yes. Also, GamerBee, you're very confident. Seth Kami, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not guaranteed, but yes.
You like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it.
Yes, me too. I got the run back Birdie Seth. He done. We won. We got this.
Yo, MenaRD calling it. Like Babe Ruth, just pointing to the fences. He says, we won this. He literally just said we won this. Because he wants the Seth matchup going with I feel like Dynamite is underestimating the power of Xian right now. Xian is an evil champion. He knows how to fight in a tense situation. His back has been to the wall many of times, and you can see right now he's prepared.
Yeah, that's
Look
sad.
at that
That's
damage!
You can see right now he's prepared.
Let's go. Let's go. Clean that up. Let's go, Smug.
Mena says they won. I want to see that match now. I want to see an Evo champ versus a Capcom Cup champion. Give me what I want. And the people. I'm speaking for the people right now.
Oh, yeah,
Obviously, at
without a
this
doubt.
point in the
Without a
match,
doubt.
the team battle.
We are one with the people
You
right
know?
now. We're all spectators at this point. We're all having a good time. Again, using that V-skill, that's a problem, right?
2. This is why 2 is a problem.
Do it again!
This is why 2 is a
Hit
problem.
him off the backboard. Do it again!
Dump
Get outta
truck.
here.
Yeah, that's sad.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
We got this.
Final round. Fight.
Doesn't matter what language you speak, Duff is a universal language. You'll know when it hits you.
Oh, what a match. We have an Evo champion going up against Smug.
The mayor of Duff City. Can he do it again? Already out swinging from the first 2. That was a great exchange of blows, by the way. Now they're a lot more calm. You know how I told you Sen is really good at those counter hit crouch jabs?
You definitely said this.
He's pretty
like
good at
3
those.
weeks ago, me and Vicious was off camera. He's like, yo, man, Xian with the confirms. Jab, twin, fangs, just every time. Uh-oh, wait a minute. But this situation is where, I'm telling you right now, this is where Smug has always been very, very good. And V-Skill 2 is one of the things he's always going to be able to get
Oh,
in.
you're dead.
Yeah.
Crank
Let's
it.
go.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's not winning that. Let's go.
No,
one
no,
more.
he's not winning that. Yeah.
One more.
That's a bad matchup for him. For sure. He doesn't know the matchup.
Yeah, that's trash. 2-0. Quick 2-0.
Yeah.
And we
See?
clean this up.
He didn't use V-Trigger at all. He doesn't. He not even use meter.
Round 1.
This is a whole different Dynamite. Right? Still as explosive as ever. Just a different kind of experience. Right? Ooh. Okay. The interruption. Perfect time to get yourself ready with that V-skill too. Yeah, that's plus.
Bro, look at how much damage Seth has lost, and there's not been a clean, it's just no combo. Oh, and there's no conversion with the V-skill at all. Xian is looking a little nervous, a little shook.
Another axe. Oh, that was deep. Deep enough to get the target combo. Here comes the setup. Oh,
he
no,
missed
he
it.
dropped.
He missed it.
I think he mistimed it.
Yeah, he definitely mistimed it. And this is getting dangerous.
Yeah, he dropped it.
Yeah,
He failed. One more. He's nervous.
He was supposed to get the combo to hit and the orb to be out of the way so that he could continue into a mix-up. That would have been a left-right 50-50, but Xian missed his opportunity.
And this is what I meant about V-Skill 2 from Balrog. If you let him space out any bit at all, he gets it, and now these dash punches, you're going to have to hold him. And now the footsie game gets real. What a target confirm right there. Oof. Oof.
Do it again. Man, it looks so cool. Even when he charges it, he's got the little Hajime no Ippo kind of step to him. Oh, man.
It gives me like Alpha 3 vibes, man.
He's got like the almost Dempsey roll coming out.
Okay.
Yeah, go for the forward fierce instead. Checking him with all these combos. And here comes Smug. Oh, he caught the hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now you have to turn up the offense, and if he makes
No
you block
way.
for too long, then you have to hold his dash punch.
That's how you know Smug's got Xian shook when Balrog gets a free jumping on you, right? Seth does have an uppercut to anti-air.
Oh, armor.
Still,
Talked
Smug.
about that a few weeks ago, using that armored uppercut, and look at this. Now you got to hold this.
Activation time. Don't get command grab. Speaking of V triggers. Oh, and it's a low. You're dead. You're dead.
That's okay. That's
Xian
okay.
running
That's
it
okay,
back.
that's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That was close.
He doesn't
though.
have meter anymore.
That was very expensive, but well worth
But
the play.
Smug, you were winning there, so if you leave the B reversal and he has V trigger, he will mix you up.
Yep, he's always going to mix you up. So now
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to he's making him not use V-Trigger at this point. That means V-Skill from Balrog is going to be that much more important. Because now as a Balrog player, Smug is definitely going to hold that V-Trigger, right? Unless it's a kill scenario, I'm holding on to my V-Trigger. And one bar on top of it.
Nice.
Oh, way to snipe out the anti-air. Using his meter very well, getting himself a V-Skill too.
Ooh.
Yeah, lock him down in the corner.
And this is not looking good for Xian. Stun bar very high. Trigger is on the table, though, and you see him swiping at the legs, that crouching medium punch. Tries to catch him peeking again. Xian needs something big. A lot of great life as well. Axe kick to try to get out of there. Finally makes it out of the corner. This is good. This mix-up can be important, but I'm not sure I would have used it right here. I'm not sure I would have emptied.
Nice block.
Keeps the corner
Oh, but he
confirmed.
still gets the
Xian can
conversion.
make this.
Uppercut, no, instead.
With-
Wasn't ready for the option select.
Axe kick. Oh my gosh. Another one. Dash up, back throw. This isn't good. Another one. Tech.
Yeah.
The train.
Trade-off. Team Dynamite taking out Psycho Shinobi with 3-0. 2 wins every single time. Not a W on the board for Psycho Shinobi. You got to be feeling real good right now if you're Team Dynamite.
Like we said, it was a scary thing. We've talked about the other half of this season, and now things are going to get a little bit rocky for these teams not able to play their main characters. Another thing I'm looking at is, when do you pull out the Ibuki? Is the Ibuki an option in Street Fighter League for Xian? Is this a valuable idea to say, well, hey, look, they might have a scope on my Seth, right? There's so many of them, they might have a scope. We have not seen one Ibuki come out and play just yet, right?
It's tough now that the match is said and done. They're not going to be able to fight off against each other anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if I were Xian, it's like, man, that matchup was tough. But going forward, I think my Seth could probably take on the other players in this tournament. But it's hard to tell, honestly. It's gonna be very team specific. It's like, do I use Seth for the long haul for certain characters, or do I run the Ibuki? I'm also thinking, it's like, when was the last time I practiced Ibuki to this degree, right? But
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of similar to riding a bike. So I think Xian again would really have to consider what's gonna happen going forward for his teammates too, right? So.
This is the quintessential. This is why you need these characters, I feel like. Street Fighter has always been a matchup-based game, and this is why. It's because somebody's going to get a bad matchup, and then you're going to need another character to have on the backup. Well, speaking of backup characters, I believe we have GamerBee on the stage with Rob TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Team Dynamite's GamerBee, coming off of a very important win up against Psycho Shinobi. How you feeling right now?
I feel so great right now.
Well, I wonder, what did you think about that Necalli ban? I was actually surprised. Do you have any insight as to why they banned Necalli? Did it catch you by surprise?
I think it's because when we practicing, I try Necalli a bit, and he feels like the character is random. Maybe it's a 5-5 matchup, but in the tournament, first two, Necalli anything can happen with the commensurate, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I think they banned Necalli.
So I feel like going into that match, I was very surprised because I'm used to seeing your Seth so far. We haven't really seen much of the Camby, and you're going up against Caba, who's finally having his Gao unleashed, obviously a world-class player. But I feel like you kind of made easy work of him. How did you feel going into that match using your Camby against his Gao?
I think he was confident against my Cammy, right? So I tried to play really slow plays and try to make him frustrated. And that actually works. He get hit by a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I think that's the key point.
Okay, and last thing, I think that one of the key points when it comes to you guys winning these matches is that you've been in the back hyping your team up, even when you're not up actually playing your match. Can you speak to the importance of that? Are you conscious of trying to hype up Smug and Mena?
You mean like cheer them?
Yeah.
I think I have the most powerful teammate in this tournament, and I really glad like I have them because they trust me a lot, and I do want to put all my hard work for the team, and I hope from now on, let's make it like a team winning, not just personal winning.
Ladies and gentlemen, GamerBee's hard work definitely paying off alongside Smug and Mena. Team Dynamite is looking ridiculous right now. Steve, Vicious, back to you.
GamerBee even more surprised, well, not surprised by the pick to say we're going to ban Necalli. And this is exactly what I was saying. I was like, look, man, I would be afraid to run into a Necalli 2 out of 3 where you're just legit on tilt the entire, I ain't going to say the entire time. I'm speaking on my own experiences here.
He was sweating as he saw some of these matchups happening.
Oh,
I'm glad I'm not there fighting these guys. So I feel you, Steve. That's why we're at the desk and not up there. But either way, it was a pretty good showing. GamerBee a lot more vocal with the advice as well. A lot more of a cohesive unit this time around in the second half of the league.
Yeah, you can hear even Rob TV pointing out the fact that, you know, Dynamite is getting warmed up now. And looking at a team like Hot Dog 29, Xian, as well as Caba, you would think like, hey, they'd have a little more resistance on that end. But a clean sweep on the side of Dynamite, that Balrog actually getting some play time. And I feel like this is what I was about to see the entire first season. But unfortunately, those bans hit him. But this is the second half, man. We can go in the second gear now. We don't have to hold back. Dynamite looking stronger. I can't wait to see what's further down the line for the team.
Oh, well, I'm actually very excited to see what's coming up for this week, right? We're going to see some other teams really change into gear. UYU specifically gearing up to face off against Team NASR. How will the new bans affect Team UYU now that the Rashids are open to play? I want to see how this goes down, and you guys should too. When we come back from this break, we're going to see UYU going up against Team NASR.
President of the world, of the earth, and of the entire universe.
I'll take you downtown. That's how you start the fight and finish it quickly.
Let's have some fun.
Let me zap you. Here we go.
Terrific wing!
Street Fighter League Season 3, week number 9, back at it again. We have quite the matchup for you all. It's going to be Team UYU going up against Team NASR, and I'm very excited for this. Steve is as well. He couldn't stop smiling even before we got back into it. But tell me why. What's going to be happening for this team battle, Steve?
So I've been saying this the entire first half of Season 3. The second half of this season is going to be crazy. We already knew that Rashid would be the ban target for most of the teams, and I'm pretty sure it was literally for every team. It was a Rashid ban. But the tables have turned.
Oh,
yes,
right,
that's right. The shoe is on the digital other foot. You cannot ban Rashid this time around.
UYU decided to ban Seth.
Now that is, I feel like, not the worst thing for them. So NASR is going to ban Poison, but I like the choices though. Seth on the side of UYU for the ban, Poison on the side of NASR for the ban. Not that ban, you just can't. That's just the situation that you're in right now. Like right now, this is another part of the meta of Street Fighter League. Having that character balance and having multiple characters to kind of deal with that matchup. And we're seeing it actually come to the table as something you have to worry about.
Yeah, so very exciting times for UYU as both the Rashids are now open to play. With that in mind, we have one of the Rashids in the way of JB standing by with Rob TV in an interview.
I'm here with UYU's very own JB. How you feeling today, bro?
Pretty good. Just excited for the matches.
I'm loving the pants, bro.
Thanks, man.
Those are
got the classic lumberjack color.
Yeah, it's the biggest of the drip. I gotta be honest with you on something, bro. This shirt that I wore today, I don't know if you can see it from over there, because we're doing our whole social distance thing, but it says the good times start now. Also, on top of that, another, a secret that I have never really let anyone know, and I'm gonna let you know first because you're my boy, outside of the Street Fighter stuff. This do-rag on my head, man, it weighs 500 pounds. 400, 500, something like that, because I try to contain my power level. I can't be letting it all out too early, you know what I mean?
I was wondering where the wave check was at.
Come on, bro. So now take it off.
Ooh.
Come on, JB.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you, when I take it off, so much power. And I feel like you guys have had on a 500-pound do-rag that had another name called the Rashid Band.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Throughout the first half of this season, but going into this second half, do you agree that it's time for the good times to start and that ankle weight is off of you?
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure. We're really excited to be able to play Rashid finally, because, obviously you can no longer ban Rashid and be a little sissy.
Yeah. So, they're ducking, bro. They're ducking you right now.
Yeah, for sure. So hopefully, going from here, we can get an undefeated record. Yeah. And I think we might have a chance. I mean, a lot of people sleep on Oil King. That's a player who gets top 3 literally easily, every tournament he goes to. Like top 3. It's not even a top 8, ninth place. It's like top 3.
Like you said, like Oil King's somebody he's used to winning. Even you yourself just made it in the Capcom Cup last year. You're used to performing well. You've won major events, everything. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like a matter of pride also kicks in. Outside of just the actual result of whether or not you even win the entire thing. Would it also matter to you guys to get a decent amount of wins just off of principle? Like with an 0-10, there's 0-10 versus 3-7.
Yeah, I think I understand your question.
Yeah.
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like there are a lot of players who settle for results. They feel like they're okay with getting, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or anything like that, as long as like they get to be shown on camera. I don't really, and I've never actually cared about anything like that, So I don't care. I really don't care about getting 1 or 2 or even 3 wins or anything like that. We want to win the whole thing, So anything other than that is pretty much not going to satisfy us. So we're going to be playing really hard from now on.
Okay, and speaking of playing hard, your first match of the second half of Street Fighter League is going to be up against Team NASR. If I remember correctly, didn't that one come down to the end? That's when Angrybird.
Yeah, he OCV'd us.
OCV.
Yeah.
Obviously, as a broken record, you guys didn't have your characters. What are you thinking going into this next match against NASR?
Bigbird and Angrybird are both players who have won multiple tournaments, have top 8 multiple tournaments.
Some of the best
so I expected them to have a lot of experience and have a lot of confidence coming into this. But for some reason, I can't help but notice that Angrybird especially has been playing really nervously, especially in my match against him. You know, like my poison wasn't that good, but I was able to like keep up with him because it was just pretty obvious he was a little nervous against me.
Yeah.
You know, so that kind of surprised me, and I also think it might be the reason why they're not performing as good as I thought. Because in my opinion, their team is the best team.
That's fair. That's fair.
In my honest opinion, right?
Like on paper.
Yeah, exactly. So honestly, we're actually excited to play them because we really feel like we have a very good chance of beating them because for some reason they seem just a little not in their right mind, you know?
Well, JB, you're looking forward to playing it, and as far as myself and all the people at home, I'm sure we're looking forward to seeing it. Best of luck in your next match.
Thank you, man.
That's the kind of attitude I'm looking at for the entirety of Team UYU. Newly revitalized team, not worried about the second half. In fact, instilling the fear in other teams is like, you know what, you've had your wins banning us the first time with all these Rashid picks. Are you guys ready for us the second time around?
This was the instance in which I was more concerned about, not for UYU, but for every other team. Personally, if I was on one of the teams, I would have been like, look, man, let them rock with one Rashid. That way, in the second half of the season, we don't even have to worry about it. But if we look back at it, the first time these two teams crossed paths, week 1, it was a very close set. And I believe Kami got the W in that week 1 set, if I'm not mistaken. So if Kami is right now, he's still at full power. He gets to pick any character he wants, and he has some stuff. This is the instance in which I'm talking about. This team is at full power. They're like Super Bar ready, CA confirmed. If
they brought it over from the first half?
They brought it over from the first half. Look, the meter does carry over from season to season. Basically, the meter does carry over.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing what NASR has in store for this team this time around with Angrybird at the helm. Again, being able to OCV this team with that much confidence, I'm really looking to see if he's going to try to do it again or even have the rest of the teammates sweep him up. I'm actually curious, but Rob TV does have that answer standing by with Angrybird. Take a look.
I'm here with Team NASR's Angrybird. I know you have to be on top of the world right now.
Of course, I'm on top of the world, you know. Like, we tied things up with Psycho Shinobi and Dynamite.
When we had that post-game interview, you actually let us know that the reason that you haven't been doing the screaming and being hyped like that is just because of exactly that. It was just a matter of nerves. I noticed that during your match, during Bigbird's match, you were going smooth off. Do you think that actually made him play better?
Of course, like, it made him play better. Like it made him feel I'm behind him. That's first. Like, he knows I'm behind him. And I was making jokes all the time.
Yes.
Like, I was making a lot of
mood.
jokes during the match, like making him just forget about the match.
Yeah.
That's why, like, he was playing way better.
That was too damn good. So you guys have a whole lot of momentum now. You know, it seems like you guys are coming together mentally, coming together as a unit. And I heard that you're even teaching Mikey a little bit of Arabic.
Yeah. Like, whenever I talk to Bigbird, he keep asking me about some certain words to translate to him.
Yeah.
So I always translate to him, so he knows a bunch of words now.
That's like a new level of team chemistry. And I think with all of the cool books and Megamind stuff that Samurai got going on, he might actually be fluent in Arabic.
I'm trying to teach Punk as well.
Punk?
Yeah.
You just let that one go. But one thing that you don't want to let go is this momentum that you have going into your match with Team UYU. So obviously, you guys are 2-3 now. You're right in the mix. UYU is on the opposite end of that spectrum.
Yeah.
You know, they're 0-5 right now. But you guys, in theory, could be the first team to feel the wrath of a fully functioning Team UYU. How are you feeling knowing that you can't ban Rashid?
I mean, I'm sure like they will like perform way better than this.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Oil King is angry now.
Oh, he's furious.
Oil King is angry now. He want to bust that Rashid.
Yeah.
Like, I can see how sad he is because every team is banning Rashid.
Yeah.
But that's the tournament, so like.
Yeah.
But I think this time they will perform way better with Rashid.
At this point, are you guys just trying to get into the playoffs, or do you want to make sure you guys can get into that one of those top 2 spots to be on the winner side of the playoffs?
I mean, we are doing our best to be on top 2 as well. But if we don't get it, like,
it's not that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should like get top 4.
That's smart. That makes a whole lot of sense. I'm hoping that we can count on you bringing the same energy that you brought today to the rest of the teams for the rest of this season. Angrybird, always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
The hype was amazing. The play was amazing. And I'm looking forward to your next match.
Thank you.
Literally after that battle happened, in that week afterwards, Steve and I went up to both of them. They were like, nice. We were yelling
just
at Angrybird.
yelling.
I was like, yo, man, nice. So I do like that kind of team comms. I mean, it might be blowing out Bigbird's ears, but, man, you got to yell at him sometimes.
Yo, it was
You gotta
blowing
be
out my
confident.
ears. And look, and you know I'm never one to complain about the hype. I very much enjoy it, right? Angrybird holding the team down, especially on the moral side. I mean, I feel like my dad is yelling at me if this dude, Angrybird, is about to be like, dude, yeah, y'all nice. He was going in. I mean, a proud dad at that. But I believe we're going to get into this next match.
Yes,
We're going to have JB going up against Bigbird. That's going to be our first match, Week 9, team battle number 2.
That's what I'm talking about, the NASR skin and the UYU skin.
Ooh,
This is what I'm talking.
Man,
Look at
that
the
is
synergy.
smooth.
The colors are so sick.
That is a smooth.
Do we get one of those too?
I mean, look, man, once we get our official teams in, you know, we get the Vicious Team, Tasty Steve, then possibly. We got to wait. That's further down the line. Season 5 Street Fighter League. That's when we get ours. But we're going to go to the match. Angrybird looking a lot more comfortable. Samurai looking comfortable. You see Kami, instant emo mode. That's just how he rocks, though. You know, he's ecstatic. I can tell.
He's about to bring the real sad boy hours to the other team. I'm looking forward to.
Ooh.
This is
Rashid
what I'm talking about. We're
versus
gonna
Rashid,
see
and they're
JB
doing the mirror.
In
Look at
full force.
JB going
He's going
in.
ham. He is so upset. He's been holding this in for 8 weeks. You ain't got to do that no more.
I'm upset. Ban my character. Oh, no.
That's disrespect. It's disrespect.
I look at how much control JB. Look at the difference in character control we have from JB. Just the knowledge on display, good confirm, and to the corner.
I like that. Throwing out the crouching fierce, what you expect.
Look, yo, JB. I've been waiting to say it.
I like that, checking with the medium kicks. A lot more aggression coming from
Nice.
Bigbird this time around. We saw what happens once JB takes the helm. You do not want to give him that kind of control. Already spending the meter, getting this corner control. Bigbird is trying to lock him down. They won't let me out. Oh, he does so himself. He found an opening. JB
And look
trying
how-
to take control now.
Look how close JB has kept it defense, like life-wise, just with nothing but defense. And he is feeling good right now. Woo!
Yeah.
Stun him!
Okay, kill him.
He's not dead, though.
Hey. One touch. Might be a throw. The counter hit up on the board. Bigbird gets
crush
a
him.
crush.
Side
That is
switch.
nasty.
He's like, bro, I played Rashid too. What are you thinking? Anything will do it, and
but
it's going to be
nobody
the
had to
crouching
finish.
medium kick. You thought you was going to keep? You thought you was going to stop me the whole season? Look at the smile. Sad boy to happy boy. Look at him
I
go.
like that. He even got the seatbelt on. He's like,
Right?
I'm in for a ride, baby. I'm in for a ride. Put me in the backpack.
My man's cutting the grass with Kami and the baby holding. A walk through the park. He's like, bro, I don't even need to do nothing right now. I don't blame him. My man's got the top down.
Already off to a great start is Team UYU alongside JB
Hey.
in control. But
Okay.
once you say that, again, the commentator's curse is real.
Nice.
Backdash caught a stun on the table,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's it. Almost same situation.
Hey.
Bigbird in control once
Roll
again,
into
no
it.
stun, but the perfect is on the
Okay.
table. The exact situation we saw from that last set for Bigbird to get out, but this time it's actually JB. He's got an opportunity and the trade. These situations, and I guarantee you that laughter is
good,
the
you're
one
good.
of uncomfortableness because they thought, I guarantee you, they thought
A
JB
nervous
was about to
chuckle?
run that back.
You got,
You said that.
you got the Kawhi Leonard. I don't even know where he's at. I'd be nervous too, honestly. I mean, he almost ran it back with
He
that
definitely
stand
almost
short.
ran
Hey.
it back. Right?
Hey.
UYU was numb to the touch right now, man. It's like
Nice.
we've been playing all these other characters. We don't even know what this is. Oh,
Hey.
finds the opening. This second game looking
Hey.
completely different. It's going to be 1-1 right now on the side.
Well,
UYU, Bigbird gets his first one. Yo, he's pulling out the government names. He's going to call my man's government name on Street Fighter League, bro.
So long.
Don't worry about it, dude. Remember, years of experience, dude. You got years of experience in this matchup, all right?
Yeah, just the muscle memory is a bit lacking.
Let's go.
Same can be said about JB. Years of
Yeah,
experience with the
100%.
character. Rashid
Answers
mains.
back.
Actually, I think JB might have a little bit more, right?
Yeah, I
Rashid mains since day one.
My man's been here. and just instantly adjusting his game. JB in business mode.
Don't ES. Don't ES. He wait ES.
Oh my God! On top of the dome.
Kill.
Oh, on top of the head. JB on set point
Okay,
right
sensing.
now, going up
Okay.
against Angrybird. And once again, look, JB.
Put some respect on it. Do you see the confidence coming from Oil King as well? He's not going to EX.
okay.
No way. He's not going to EX. So smart.
Oh, look at a stun. 10 seconds into the round.
God.
JB, let me get some meter on top of it. Look at the damage
Nice.
the same
It's okay.
side. Raw call out.
Listen,
You had
listen.
to do it. You had to do it. But now, this is the driver's seat for JB. No CA. You still have trigger. That's your only option. I'm
Oh,
looking
you're
for
dead.
a big button, and it's the W for UYU. Kami coming up looking confident as well. These they're not ready. They are 100% not ready. I'm telling you right now. I was having a conversation with Bigbird in the back. I was like, hey, man, you know, the second half of the season, it kind of changes things. You know that, right? I mean, why? That's because another team gets their characters back. Not only do you get one, you get two characters
The
back.
two for one?
Two of my players were injured, okay? Two of my team was they were not in 100%, but now the second half of the season, the doctors cleared them, baby. We're back in the game.
This is dangerous territory. These guys got to tread softly when it comes to UYU. Again, they are at the deficit. They are in the bottom of the boards right now, but they're looking real nice to start claiming these wins in the second half.
This matchup lineup even works out perfectly.
Oh,
It
yeah.
works out so well. Now, obviously, Angrybird's going to have some matchup. I'm pretty sure my man's fought a Tokido or two in his day. So he has the matchup experience. I will say, Kami is an Akuma of a different beast. Like, he plays a little differently. We talked about how he plays his wish punishment, as well as just the fact that he likes to extend himself out there with a little swag on top of it. This is what makes Kami one of my favorite players, man. Swag in and out of the game, and he can do it with one of the best characters, being Akuma. This lineup fits perfectly. Angrybird versus Kami. I think this is going to be good on the side of UYU. I'm looking at UYU. Kami right now is the difference maker. If Kami gets a W right here, this is going to be pivotal for them. And on top of that, UYU, Kami has been one of the most consistent so far.
You're absolutely right, Steve. I'm glad you mentioned that, too. When you look at the track record so far, up until this point, Kami has net almost the most amount of wins.
He has netted the most amount. I mean, now it's like, what, 1-1? And even if you go round for round, he's still in the lead, I believe, with the most wins on UYU.
All right, and here we go. It's going to be Kami versus Angrybird. Forward throw to start things off.
A vital game this is because Zeku wants to be close to Akuma. Thing is, Akuma wants you to be close too, so I don't know.
Hi.
Oh, nice confirm. No confirm, actually. Didn't get the
Nice.
slide cancel. Thought we were going to see a dash, get the slide, carries you to the corner, but still no confirm. One of the few anti-air options right there. Nice check on the dash. You don't think my man was ready? Kami busts out of the corner, still has a lot of
Nice.
tries to walk in. He's not
Nice.
dead, but this situation is not good.
Hi-ya.
Oh, now this is a bad situation.
Nice.
Boy, ain't a good amount of meter
Yeah,
to boot.
impressive job.
Getting that back throw. Nice patience there from Angrybird. Nice.
The thing about this matchup, especially young
Hey,
Zeku,
hey.
is you have
Hey,
to be able to check
Nice.
those dashes. They're not. It's his way to get in. And a lot of times when he knocks you
Nice.
down, that's going to be the pressure. Oof, palm. Once again, starting off very well on the side of Kami.
Checking the dashes as well from Angrybird. Uh-oh. Raw activation on the side of Kami. But he's going to back off.
Nice.
Jump in. Successful to a bit. Still controlling that corner,
Nice.
but the stand light kick, the neutral control. And there's the switch. He's anticipating a demon flip, and he wants to be prepared for it. I love the entry with the double fireball. Throws the V reversal. Frame kills right here by Kami. Crouch medium punch. EX to get a little frame advantage.
Oh, the trigger is winding down. Okay.
Oh,
No longer
Nice.
jump back.
That was a great
jab.
call out. That was a great call out. Such a great call out. But I'm going to tell you right now, Angrybird just waiting. He's just biding his time. I feel like if Kami slows this match down a little, he's not playing bad. If he slows this match down, the game changes significantly.
Watch out for his. He likes to buffer a lot of stand fierce because that button is really good.
Yeah.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go, game number 2. Angrybird setting the pace with the first game. Again, this is going to be a... Okay, I was going to say it might be a minefield, but traversing past the fireballs, no problem for Angrybird right now.
The range you have to play.
Oh, and the side switch. That was tricky. It could have been a normal or a throw. You had to guess. The Kami's doing just fine. Oh, you still got plenty more to work with. Look at this.
I love the option to get the carry to the corner by Kami right there. Kami obviously feeling a lot more comfortable in this matchup.
But no
anti-airs.
uppercuts. That's the second time around we've seen that in the set.
Nice.
Okay, big counter hit conversion. Carry him to the corner with the roundhouse Tatsu.
Nice.
No
nice.
wake-up
Keep it
options on the
honest.
table. That's going to be stunned.
Saying he won't kill. There's a lot of chip behind it. Or excuse me, scaling behind it. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is not good.
I
This
think
is,
a couple more throws.
Nice!
Let's go!
Let's go!
He caught him flinching.
He was either just going to keep
Yeah.
throwing you or just frame trap you. It's whatever. At least he wasted the super. That's the good part.
I'm just throwing more. He's good. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'll just shimmy him.
I like the call-outs by JB. He doesn't have any meter. We saw what Kami can do when it comes to damage in this game. So it's not like it's out of his wheelhouse. Anti-air, same side. Once again, part of the up-close game danger. And this is exactly what I was talking about. You got to be able to check those dashes.
Oh,
Nice.
oh
Nice.
the side switch. He's smoothing.
I told you, my man is slick. Oof,
Nice.
kick throw, yeah.
Still a pretty active normal if you ask me.
Nice.
Oh, you thought that was a side switch? Because I did.
There's the side switch. I want the corner, but it's on my terms, not yours. Goes for the palm. This situation is very dicey.
No button presses from Angrybird. The discipline on defense. There's the sweep activation. Back throw. Chip is a factor. You're dead. You're dead. 100%.
There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about that. I feel like the pace of the thing about Zeku in any matchup is the fact that you have to be able to control two forms, right? You have to be able to stop young and old. And a lot of those options are like split between the two, right? You get the anti-air options as old Zeku, right? But you get the ground control options. I mean, and a little bit on the side of old Zeku as well. But mostly for young Zeku, you get control of the ground. You get to push to the corner very well. And they have to be so aware in that neutral up-close game.
So one of the biggest concerns as young Zeku is that he doesn't have the proper anti-air options when it comes to closer ranges. I would have loved to see Kami take advantage of that with Akuma, having access to a couple things, right? Air fireball, really good jump in normals, as well as a dive kick, a normal dive kick.
Demon flip.
And demon flip as well, right? I wanted to see those options exercised a little bit more in that matchup because we saw Angrybird immediately go into young Zeku form right off the bat. I think that would be very imperative for UYU to notice going forward. I think they'll be all right now with JB and Oil King remaining, both fully unlocked with Rashids. But who knows? We'll see how it turns out between UYU and NASR.
It's one of the things we mentioned. Samurai trains with both of these guys now, right? So, of course, he's going to have the Rashid experience. On top of that, he's already got the Rashid experience as we go into this next team battle. The third player on both these guys' team is going to be Oil King going up against Samurai.
Good luck, Oil King. If you have any questions, let me know, okay?
Don't be scared of him, like, yeah? Like, don't
Yeah,
be scared of him. Like, just be careful with dash and jumps. That's all he does.
You
Just
wanted him, now you have him. Let's go.
You wanted it? Now you have it. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Team NASR Samurai going up against Team UYU's Oil King. Fully unleashed, no holding back. Kuma and Rashid on the side for both players. Their mains, their respective mains, now coming into play. We're going to see some high-octane Street Fighter. Here we go.
Walks him to the corner, Oil King.
No fireballs yet. There's one. Right off the wall is Oil King with the proper read.
Lots of gray life. Nice little mount right there. Oil King obviously doesn't have a problem being in the corner. Off the backboard this time, finds his mark, fights back to the middle of the stage.
And he reacted to that twice over?
Mm-hmm.
That is a ridiculous amount of reaction time.
Putting his back to the wall.
On purpose, I feel like.
He is,
He's
of
doing the
course.
walk back. He's got the fingers. He's
Right?
like, yo, come through, man. I got a
Bigbird
surprise for you.
Bigbird making the comment. You said you wanted him, now you got him. Life lead still in favor. Ooh.
Finds an opening with the uppercut. That's a patented samurai technique.
I like the backdash. Jab uppercut at that.
Ooh.
Forward throw.
In the corner.
Nice.
Yeah, got the
shimmy.
bait, but didn't get to convert. Couldn't go for the medium kick. I think it was a little bit too far off the mark.
Ooh.
He's not concerned with that, though. He'll be okay taking that.
And this is the first round still, and Samurai's life has been the same
Let's
since
go.
30
Are you
seconds
kidding
in.
me?
And just
Threading the needle again.
that slow paced, coming in handy for Samurai. 15 seconds left on the clock, and this doesn't even
It's
look
alright, don't worry
doable
about it.
anymore.
And I like him quick rising in that instance instead of letting the timer run out.
Oh.
Oh, but no. Oh, jeez.
He
That could
wanted
have been
more
big.
damage. No, that was really good. That was so much good awareness on the side of Samurai.
Yeah, good
that was
job.
the
Nice,
only way
Good
he
job,
was going to
Mikey.
do enough damage to get the kill. A reset throw. That combo wasn't going to do enough. First round, timeout by Samurai.
It didn't even feel like 99 seconds. How do you find it again? How many of these gaps are you going to leave for him?
Oh, man, it's Luke Skywalker out there,
Nice
man.
job.
That's what the meditation does. The old exhaust port trick, huh? Didn't see it coming.
Another DP. Even Bigbird is surprised, man. He's like, how do you do that?
Okay, activate on the trigger, too. Finds a hit. Finds another one. No confirm, though. And Samurai just backing up. Crouch shorts, trying to get Samurai to open up, and just the defense is looking so sad. He's looking like a big man in the key right now.
And not opting to go for the quick rise. I like that. Shaving off as much time as possible.
Check.
That's a big punish there. On the side of Oil King. Needs his pressure. Off of a fierce. Uh-oh. Okay.
Oil King being very wary of those DPs. And now the pace is looking a lot better for him. Fourth throw.
But we still have that trigger left on the deck from Samurai. No anti-air options there. Here comes the whirlwind.
the
What a
backdash and the throw. And now the tides have
Activation
turned.
time.
Samurai tries to go for the air.
Oh, he does it again. He does it again. No fear.
No, let's go.
Jab.
Let's go, Mikey.
Jump back jab.
Yes, that's how. That's how I want you, Mikey. Play again.
Mikey, he's scared. I swear he's so scared. He doesn't play like this.
Yeah, he's
so
scared.
Like he's
Also,
so
Mikey,
afraid.
one thing that I want to tell you is if you have V trigger and you're waiting for tornado, don't try to react to jumping or something.
Also,
Just
Mikey,
activate and
Mikey,
DP.
wait, huh? As soon as the time goes, he tries to go aggressive, so be careful.
Angrybird and Bigbird sounding like two philosophers right now.
Oh, boy.
And they're just guiding him through this. Using the comms appropriately. Radioing back to base.
Clearing him for takeoff, Steve. You want to make sure he has a smooth landing as well as a safe flight.
Breaker, 9-9. I'm clear for landing.
Roger.
Bringing it slow and easy.
We got the confirms. I repeat, we have the confirms.
Goes for a second shimmy. Nice backdash there.
We're experiencing a little bit of turbulence, but it'll be all right.
Just a little bit of resistance.
Don't worry about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing a little bit of stun here and then damage.
This mix-up could possibly result in death. All right, guys, buckle up. Buckle up.
It's okay, it's okay.
Please, guys, the
not
stay in your
translate
seats
calm.
warning sign is above. It's on right now.
Please buckle your seatbelts, and just like Kami has up until this point.
Ooh,
Finding the
four
forward
medium
strong,
punch.
yeah. Okay, so back to the match at hand at a deficit here in the first round of game 2.
I like this patience. I mean, look, the birds in the background, right? The birds on the power line said that once the life gets low, that Oil King would just try to rush in.
Oh,
And-
yeah, I like that whiff punch.
And the patience is starting to come. That's one. The EX Cowboy, I like to call him. You get my man down, he's like, you know what?
What, the spinning mixer?
He just throws it out, bro. He's like, yo, what? You getting a little crazy with it? Hold this EX spinning mixer. Oh,
Ooh,
wake
yeah.
up jab, side switch combo. The Samurai Special. I told you, man. The EX
EX.
Cowboy. You better back up off me. Get
No,
wrangled in.
no, you
what
thought you
a
were going to
whip
get a
punish.
trigger off of that? No, Samurai's outside that range. Get a
Demon
confirm of his
is
own.
an option in that
I'm waiting
setup.
for it. Give me the,
Don't forget
show
about
him
the
to the
setup.
darkness. Show him to the darkness. Oh,
that
let's
was
go.
demon.
That was a big bait.
That was big. That was big, bro. Woo! He just mashed your start right now.
Woo-wee.
So that could have been demon. That could have been
100%.
demon or.
That's the thing with that critical art. It's a different animal, but the same beast. It could have led to either kinds of death, right?
Yeah. I will say this though. One of the things Samurai is special at, he knows how to get those confirms in the CA. This is make or break situation right now. Oil King needs this round unless JB is gonna have to do this alone. Attempt to anyway. Counter hit confirmed.
Oh, no.
No,
Okay.
It's not
That's
that
fine.
bad. That could have been a back throw, and we saw what happened in that last round.
Yeah, Akuma putting your back towards the corner, it's always an intimidating thing, man.
Low forward. Once again, the pace is in favor of Samurai right now, but the life lead is in favor of Oil King, and he chose to go in. I'm not sure if I agree with that, because now a back throw would have put us back to the wall. We've seen what the trigger activation can do, and those jump-ins not going to be the best way of entry, because there's meter. Oh, nice anti-air. Great check, tries to go for the throw, nothing doing.
Feature is running down.
Nice.
Oh, and it's still enough hit stun to get the rest of that combo.
But no more trigger. This is good for Oil King. Raw activation, block on the EX flip to the palm off the wall.
And it still gets the cross up. One more touch for Oil King is going to be more than enough to bring that momentum back.
Ooh,
yes, sir. He
we're
nails
back
it.
in the game, and now you see Oil King getting warmed up.
Like you see, you jumped header him like 50 times. You never anti-aired once. Use that to your advantage.
It's okay, Mikey. Just calm down. If you want to go to character select, just do it. It's okay.
Yeah, don't.
Too slick. He's getting the oil out of his eyes. That's John. That's all John. I got to give you that one. He's getting the oil out of his eyes. He's like, man, I'm so rich with my tycoon oil. Gotta get it everywhere, man. It's all in my eyes.
Is that what he sounds like?
That's what he sounds like. You've never heard Oil King talk? He puts on this accent. That's just for show. My man's rich with the oil of EXDP. Let me stop. I'm gonna quit.
All right.
My
So,
man's going crazy with the mixers, bro.
down to the final game here. Gets a confirm off the low medium kick into the mixer. Forward throw as well. No big Oki after that. That could have been a huge punish. Missed opportunity. Still finds a low medium kick again.
On those fireballs up close.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was an accident.
I think there's a little bit of
Ooh,
nerves
on the
Oil
same
King.
side, fights back to the middle of the stage. This offense is looking so much better for Oil King. Turns out the oil was slowing him down.
Just take some of that oil and give it to Samurai a little bit. Make him slip up.
Right. AKA the WD-40. Uh-oh. Oof. EX to get in off the wall to keep the positioning. Side switch.
Your turn.
No. Tatsu just keeps the middle of the screen. Fireballs to try to get the entry. You have to be careful. There's no meter. Wow. Uses the trigger to navigate. That was so good. Using the powered up tornadoes to just evade Akuma completely. That low forward game is going to be nothing right now. Look at this option for Oil King. He's just moving. He's just moving right now.
Jump roundhouse. Don't even try to come near me.
Spaced out mixer. I can tell you right now, the entire team of NASR is so quiet right now.
Same could be said with UYU, right? They're letting Oil King rock. There's not really any sort of advice they can give him. This is his main character. He's got this under control. And it was the other side, too.
What?
Rashid was facing the right side. He had the input down pat.
Well, if you notice, his head doesn't move, so he's still looking around.
I like that, just buffering away. You see a lot of wild movement coming from the side of Oil King, keeping it very random.
My man, Oil King, playing like the namesake right now. This slow pace, I feel like, benefits him so much because he's waiting so long. He's waiting so long for Oil King to overextend that the life lead is in his favor. That means when Samurai makes a move, it's going to be for a lot of damage. Expect some resets.
I wouldn't mind seeing the resets happen because I want to see Oil King kind of respond with EX spinning mixer.
But
as
he knows.
much as he's not afraid of it, I want to see if that's going to come to fruition.
Well, that's the chance, right? When you go for a reset, the opportunity to stop that mix-up, stop that combo is a lot greater with a character like Rashid. That's what he's made for. You got meter on the table. You got to be careful pressing after a knockdown. Also, you got to be careful for that damage cash out that Akuma has.
You notice that Oil King's poking in and out a little bit more, dashing up, crouch fears, to see if Mikey's able to check. So far, it's been not. There's been no checks on the side of Samurai for these dashes because he's too far away to do so. Gets the raw activation, but no damage on the board. This is going to be great for Oil King.
Nice.
What did I say? The low forward damage. But look at this. It's at 5 seconds, and still, if he gets a throw right now.
2, 1.
Nice.
Oh, man, that throw would have did it. That throw would 100% did it. But here we go. Set point right now. This is an important match. Will JB have to do it alone, or are we going to have two? Oil King.
Oh, yeah, anti-air spinning mixer. Good awareness there from Oil King. Unfazed by the jump-ins from Mikey. Samurai, I should say. Crouch fierce, let him ride it. Boom.
Look at the damage, and had a little gray life on top of it. Keeping him there with the medium punch.
One more for stun.
Oh,
Nice
and
playing
that.
out.
No, wait. He
KO.
might not be dead.
I think he's dead, Steve. I think he's dead.
With the perfect on top of it, and that leaves Angrybird to deal with the double Rashid. What did we say? What has been the entire thing we talked about? Hey, man, they're going to keep going for this Rashid, but in the second half of the season, you're going to have a problem. Now you're dealing with not one, but two world-class level Rashid. Two Vicious.
How many of these?
Two.
Okay.
There's two world-class Rashids. There's two of them. They're completely different. You got to fight both of them.
That's the problem.
Both of them. Two.
Nice Rashids.
It's like, I feel like I'm going to hand this to you under the plexiglass. How many
both
you want?
Them? I'd have two, please.
Two.
Two for the price of one on Team UYU. Again, I like the statement a lot, man. It's different. It's different animal, but the same beast.
Yo, it's UYU. It says it in the name. You guys got baited. U, that's one Rashid. The Y, that's Kami. The other U, there you go. That's JB, man. You just got bodied, man. UYU, it's in the team name.
If I'm Angrybird, there's got to be a lot of pressure on me, right? Because a couple things. Can I OCV this team of Rashids? That's one. Two, can I make sure the practice I've had with Bigbird is not for nothing, really? I want to make sure that I do my partner proud by showing them that I know this matchup.
Once you get to the point where you have to deal with a powered-up team or they can't ban you, it becomes a fight. It's a whole different fight.
Round one.
Oh, this is going to be a wild second half.
Here we go.
League. I'm telling you, Steve, this is going to be a wild ride if you're a UYU fan.
UYU's JB going up against NASR Angrybird. It's up to him once again. Can he do it against two of the best Rashids in the world?
Oh,
what a conversion.
Catch. Are you kidding me? Mid-air?
They said play super lame. He said play super lame. It might not be enough. But I love the young Zeku choice right here. Back throw. Life lead in favor of Angrybird. Just lets out the trigger right out.
What a block on the overhead. But he still gets to throw a good amount of life shaving. I like that. Not going into it. Oh, he gets the crush counter anyway.
Be careful.
I like that.
Talking about that V-trigger activation, and I've said that the V-trigger for multiple characters does change the game. I can say the exact same for Zeku.
Into that young Zeku form once again. Angrybird is looking to play offense immediately, but he does like to stand short, poke a lot, and the medium punches too, so we'll see. We'll see how this works out.
Oof. Oof.
Do it again.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Big punish there on the side of Angrybird with the crouch medium punch again. Very big tool for the side of young Zeku.
And look at that.
Nice.
Completely
Are you kidding me?
negates
Whiff
the
punish
usage of that V-trigger. JB getting more into that whiff punishment heavy mode. Oh, that was good spacing. You saw Angrybird walk back just a little bit.
Take your time. Take your time.
Oil King reminded JB to take his time. Is this still the first match? I love that forward medium punch to get in. Great jump out of that EX tornado pressure. Another back throw. Most of the damage in this match has come from nothing but throws.
Nice! Are you kidding me? The confirm off of that single hit. The crouch light punch. The confirm. Stand light punch to the stand short. Woo.
No more reach, yeah.
He was going into it regardless.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Patience. Patience.
He can
select it. I don't like.
No, I'm okay.
You okay? Because I think this background music let you feel want to offense.
Wait, say it again?
The background music. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, maybe.
I think the gameplay is you play FC, when in corner you keep attack, he will jump wall. Okay?
I understand.
So I think the switch to V-Trigger 2 is what we're going to see here. I actually think this is better for him. Because you know, like, you can control the screen, but you have to get better usage of that V-Trigger if you're going to want to stop Angrybird from moving. That's one thing. I love the V-Trigger 2 switch because I feel like JB's ground game is what's keeping him in contention in a lot of these situations, and it's Zeku. And it's outside of it just being JB, it's just the fact that's where Zeku, that's where his wheelhouse is, right?
Hey. Crouch medium punch, checking JB. Nice! Meaty Graham! Do it for the Graham! My God. You should be dead.
Bro, that kill? That's crazy.
Oh my God.
That kill. Look at the damage.
I'm glad we have a Zeku on our team.
Listen, I've seen enough Zeku to see that palm do a lot of damage.
Tries to go for a shimmy off the wall. Great air-to-air and conversion from JB.
Nice.
Interrupt.
It's okay.
We were
Don't
talking
worry
about
about
the
it.
ground control that JB shows in his Rashid play, but Zeku, or excuse me, Angrybird, showing it right back to him, right? I kind of want to see JB possibly take to the skies a little bit more to,
Yeah,
to
especially
mix them up in
versus
neutral.
young Zeku, but now you're blocking. You're blocking right now.
Not for too long,
gonna
right?
activate.
I mean, you might need to use that veer versus. Okay, well, either way, trigger's gone, so no longer on the table.
Nice! Let's go.
You're dead. You're actually dead, I think.
They're not dead though.
Hey!
Two for two. That's 2 for 2.
Ooh. Angrybird getting warmed up. He's like, you're going to call me back up here to do it again? No problem.
Listen, this is going to be kind of tough for Oil King in a very similar position as UYU, but again, having a main fully unlocked is going to be a whole different story. Man, those shorts, though.
Yeah, those shorts are pretty buff.
He's got the full power up now. The
Full
shorts and his
power up,
main
man.
character.
Shorts and main
this is
character.
Capcom Cup Rashid coming from Oil King.
I'm interested to see what his approach is going to be. We've seen that obviously Angrybird is prepared to deal with this matchup, right? And even still, you have Bigbird right behind you like, hey, watch out for this, watch out for that, right? And that little, that rapport of being able to find openings, noticing certain things, and then you still have Samurai like, hey, man, you got this. This is perfect teamwork on the side of NASR right now.
We see a lot more vocal activity coming from Samurai, Bigbird, and Angrybird. One of the biggest things that Angrybird thrives on is that confidence. You got to let him know, it's like, hey, you're one of the best Zekus in the world, man.
Yeah.
When you're playing this as your quote-unquote secondary now, you still got to believe it. Even though you have a Seth now, your Zeku is still one of the best in the world.
And Zeku is what it's going to be. We have NASR's Angrybird going up against UYU's Oil King. This is the team battle set. This will decide who wins this week's team battle between the two.
Again, this is what I like to see. Oh, just
More
a little
jumps,
bit off the mark.
but you
yeah.
got to be careful with that ground movement. He can put himself in position to be prepared to deal with it. Okay, nice.
That's looking pretty good for Oil King. You know, let him be in that position. What's going to hit me? A medium kick? Maybe a shoulder if he's lucky, or if he faces it correctly. Who knows? But right now, Oil King is taking full advantage, swinging away, and he caught a normal on the way through. But the interrupt from young Zeku, switching over too.
All right, wow. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Ooh, big damage. Spins it, that's done. Yeah, that's done with the EX. That's game. That's round with the EX. No.
Nice! That's it right there. Sealing
let's go.
his fate. Live by the sword, die by the sword. That's the thing, right? Big risks can lead to, either a big reward or your death.
Very awkward place to put it, right? On your life? I don't know if I agree with that. Low forward to start the momentum. Oil King in control this time. This is set point, however. No, this is first round. Excuse me. Still first game. It was just that pace. Really threw me off.
Yeah, these games are going by a lot faster than we think sometimes. But again, it's because of this. Oh my god, what was that? 5 stand medium punches in a row? He's waiting for one of them to connect.
And once again, just getting out of this corner and using the V-skill side switch in there as well. I don't know why I'm not seeing a V reversal.
Oh my, you might be in trouble if he gets the
Let's go.
Hey.
EX.
Oh, you're dead.
Into the palm. Yeah, into the potassium hat. I love those.
Like your neutral is really good. Maybe you should throw him more.
Nah, I'm not trying to throw Zeku, bro. I'm not trying to throw no Zeku, bro. Are you crazy? I'm not about that life.
No, thank you.
Hey, you want to throw some Zeku? Nah, bro, I'm cool. You said he's young? Nah, man, I'm all right.
No chase
The
down in
chase.
the air. Unfortunate.
The acrobatics, though. The chase?
Throw him this time. Oh,
I would have
went
went for the
frame
neutral
trap.
jump. Nice jab. Needs to be careful. I love the option of backdash right there off the wall. Gets the read. Not ready for the roundhouse, though. That big, heavy kick off the wall changes everything. Activate. Oh, man, that hit could have been something big. And now you're going to be on the defensive going up against Zeku.
Is running down.
Oh,
big
big
jump
jump
in
in.
from the side of Oil King with a good amount of life in the counter hit once again. Angrybird might have thought it was a throw. So I like this coming from Oil King, right? Getting these normals out, and then as soon as he's within range, going in for the jump fierce. There hasn't been a solid answer yet.
Just a little bit late right there on the confirm, but still finds a continuous hit almost out of the corner before getting hit by that young Zeku roundhouse kick.
See that jump in again. There you go. Oil King setting the pace with the throw once more. Jump in again. V-reversal finds the target.
Vicious, you were talking about seeing more jumps versus Young Zeku, and now you got him.
Let's go.
And it's definitely worked out.
Yeah, but now when it comes to defense, what do you do, right? Angrybird has some of the best offense in the business. I like that breakout choice. Doing it now instead of later for life. Okay, finding to close the gap here is Oil King looking for a jump in, right? Crouch Fierce to set him on the ground first, and then when he's comfortable on the ground, then he's going to go airborne like that.
Oh, Bigbird actually called it out. Trigger on the table. And this is V-Trigger 1. CA will kill you dead. You're dead. Yeah. CA will kill you dead. You use the V-Trigger to slow everything down. Once I saw the activation, I was like, oh, that's CA.
You're a beast.
Yeah, you already know. We play this game a lot. We know that you use V-Trigger, use it to confirm what they're doing, and then you hit the CA.
We got to give Coach Steve a new title, man. You are now Coach Steve when you're going to the winning team's side.
Got the neutral jump. Give me this. Give me another match.
Nice.
Give me another match. This is not dead, but I'm looking for a reset.
No, we're going for the damage. He's going for the damage, right? He's going to throw, though. That's the thing. Jumps out of the corner. Okay, Oil King 100% ready for it.
Back throw. No activation.
Overhead, yeah, I was
There
going to
should
say.
be no activation. You cannot activate at this point because that means you're getting chipped in. He has suspended. This is good.
Nice.
This is good. This is
That
good.
is so
this is good.
smart,
That's so
yeah.
good. You're done.
And that's totally fine, right? Because now you spent all that bar on the side of Oil King. Oh, actually, I'm totally kidding. That was the third round. Don't worry about this.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the game.
It was movie magic. Don't worry. I didn't even see the other rounds happen. It was that quick. I was so caught up in the schmicks. I thought that was another round. It happens, Chuck. It happens. I like that check on the low medium kick as well. Trying to see what Angrybird's going to do.
Escape mostly. I like it.
Nice.
Nope,
Big time punish incoming.
Hey. Oh.
No side switch. Tries to go for pressure. Checks after the heavy kick this time. I like it.
Oh,
cancels,
nice.
back throw again. And now you see Angrybird go to a slower pace. Defense is the name of the game.
And you see how often he's jumping in, right? But the problem is Angrybird has such solid defense. He's not biting.
Nice.
And that's the thing. When you get to the right space, you get the anti-air shoulder.
No V reversal.
Oh, yeah. Jump back
line.
short. I like that.
And look at this pace. Once again, this is in favor of NASR. Oh, gets the hit. This is still possible. There's no trigger just yet for Zeku. There it is. But the activation is coming. You block anything. That was it.
Didn't even I like that. So
like
smart.
Don't forget.
It is so smart for Angrybird not to do that confirm from the sweep, right? He knows exactly when it hits and when it doesn't. 'Cause he's been on the mark for that. He's been like 100% on those activations. Very smart not to do it when it hits.
Not taking the swing with that heavy punch anymore. Knows that Angrybird likes to hold back. Gets the knockdown. Forward throw. Momentum in favor of Oil.
Nice.
Let's go.
Confirm this time. And the side switch with the V skill.
Hey,
Has
yeah.
to hold the medium kick. Goes for a throw right after it. Oh, no.
Hey.
And
No.
that's totally fine with him.
Tries to go for the whip punish. Backdash again.
Angrybird,
Gets the throw.
how do you deal with the old man Zeku? Have you fought this matchup before? This is way out of character for Angrybird, but it's working out so well. Back to the young.
Oh, this is not good. Oh, gets one. 3 bars. 3 bars.
Nice! I like that. Use
Invincibility.
V-trigger taking down the other Rashid. Another OCV on the side of NASR through Angrybird.
And man, just another hard loss for UYU, but it's getting a lot closer. Maybe, you know what? They got a little. They need to get some WD-40. You know, Oil King just hit the joints one time. Take that squeakiness out of there. They'll be back to top shape in no time. But there's a lot of points on the board. There was a lot of points on the board right there because there was so many matches that was won on top of that. You just have to make every other match after this count. That's what you really need to look at. You need to look at making sure every match after this. I mean, every match always counts here at Street Fighter League. But now, I mean, the second half of the season, you got your characters back. Obviously, you've seen the skill change between that character control for UYU in a bunch of these matchups. Just not able to clinch it out versus NASR.
So if I'm Angrybird, I got to be feeling real good about myself doing that repeat. And in fact, we do have Rob TV to really give us those feelings and see how he feels about that entire matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by a bad man. Let me take a step to the side. Right now, there's some crazy energy coming from this guy. Angrybird, you couldn't let UYU get their first win. Just one.
I mean, they banned Seth. So, like, and they know that I've not been playing Zeko a lot lately. So, like, the past 2 days, I've been, like, only running Zeko. So, I kind of got my muscle memory back with Zeko.
Well, I'm sure that they actually had some bad memories, some flashbacks to week 1, I believe you guys went up against each other, that same team, and you OCV'd them with Seth. And now you're using Zeko, getting another OCV. Can you just pick random select and OCV this team? I don't understand.
I mean, like, for this time, I happen to be the lucky guy, actually, because Oil King almost got me at some points.
Yeah.
And, like, I can see from his gameplay, he was so nervous.
Yeah.
So that's why I was abusing some stuff.
All right, and the last thing I want to know, he tried to abuse that Rashid V-Trigger one, that ridiculous setup where they can dive kick through it and everything, eagle spike through it. You decided to go ahead and pop V-Trigger in advance as if you knew it was coming and you hit him with the super. Can you take us through that play?
I mean, you know who my teammate is. So, like, this situation, I've been through this situation, like, more than 1,000 times.
Yeah.
So, like, I kind of know, like, what Rashid there will tend to use after they activate. So they want to take me to the corner. Eagle, 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 get me to the corner. So for the first eagle, I activated and punished it with super.
Okay, and I said that was my last question, but I lied because I want to know how important was that match for you guys? You were 2-3 before that. How different is 3-3 and 2-4?
I mean, all the matches are important, actually. But as I told you before, we don't care about the score anymore. That's why I'm playing comfortably, like, way more better than before. So I don't care, like, if I win or lose. Just play my game, and whatever happens, happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here from the bad man, the snowball of hate, Angrybird. Vicious, Steve, back to you.
And you heard it from the snowball of hate. I'm glad you pointed that out too. What's really important from that interview, that takeaway, was that they're no longer worried about the score. They're looking about each and every team as they come through week after week, and that's what's more important, making sure they just get those W's from that comfort zone. Rather than looking at the entire scoreboard, they're like, you know what, I'm gonna just focus on my target right now and do what I can for my team. I think that's a huge difference from where they were at in the beginning of this season up until this point. We talked about this repetition from Angrybird from week 1, getting the OCV, a lot more comfortable using his main once again. It's all muscle memory for him, and again, he pulled it out, fully delivered with having that training partner through Bigbird. Again, Team NASR shining when it comes to the second half.
Yep, second half of the season in full swing. UYU, another big loss. And once again, it's part of the game at this point. You have to get used to these matchups. You got to be prepared for what's coming your way. I love Angrybird saying, like, hey, man, we're going to take each match as it goes, and we're going to break down this matchup a little more, but we're going to take a break. On the other side, we're going to tease next week's battles. You guys want to stay tuned for that. I guarantee you're going to like them. See you right after this.
Device expansion completed. Pseudo personality asset is imported properly. Biological brain connected. Doll unit 0. Startup sequence will begin.
Well now, little piece of junk. Time to wake up.
Doll unit 0. Activated.
Well, Jody, who is a piece of junk?
Installed.
Show me something worth taking. Your data is now useless. Witness the power of the Tangen engine. This is the power of the king! Your data will reside in me for eternity.
Street Fighter League Season 3, Week 9, coming to a close here. We saw Dynamite, we saw Psycho Shinobi. Dynamite coming out with the victory over Psycho Shinobi. Hot Dog 29 was the target of this ban. Do you feel like that was the major hit, or do you feel like it was something else that made that matchup a little more vital for the two teams?
You know, I will say that I don't think it was because of the ban towards Hot Dog. I think it was the ban choice coming from Psycho Shinobi not utilizing it well, in my opinion. Them banning Akali on the side of Dynamite, I don't think was effective enough, because GamerBee does have a Cammy and has a set. I think if the ban went towards MenaRD, it could have gone the other way for them.
Hey, you know what? I think you're 100% right. I mean, you actually touched on that before that. Like, I probably would have aimed for Birdie, and I don't blame you. We saw GamerBee once again. I feel like that was a pivotal part. Mena being a Capcom Cup champion, being able to rock strong, and then you still had Smug with the no Balrog ban. Like, these are the thoughts that will get you through a full season. I feel like you can't always aim for the ban. I feel like personally, you have to look at what other teams are banning, right? Like, I feel like if another team bans the same character, I'm probably going to leave it off. I'm probably going to be like, you know what? Let's fight them now to guarantee and just, monitor the wins throughout the season. And that's just, one facet to being successful here. Let's take a look at the other team battle. We had UYU going up against NASR. JB, Kami, Oil King struggling to get their footing, man. It's a little too slippery in the Street Fighter League streets, It's a little too much oil in the Street Fighter League streets. But NASR getting the W again. That's a big win on their side. Angrybird getting the OCV. Do you feel like there's anything significant? I mean, we've heard the words, right? We had the Zeku. We still have to deal with the Seth. There's so many angles that Angrybird and this team NASR can hit you from.
Yeah, you weren't kidding when we said this off stream. The bird is indeed the word when it comes to the way that NASR's been playing, right? A lot more cohesive as a unit, the way they've been pumping themselves up verbally. I honestly think, man, UYU, I felt like they could have taken it this time around. I think there was some significant differences in the way that each team is communicating with each other, right? UYU has been a lot quieter compared to NASR in this set. There wasn't too much said on the side of UYU to kind of point out some of the biggest weaknesses. And to be specific, that Rashid versus Young Zeku matchup,
no jumping.
There had to be a lot of jump-ins to take advantage of that spacing and get your offense rolling, but we didn't get to see that too much, right? I think that little mishap was what really slowed the team down. I think it still could have gone to the wire, right? Oil King, very, very effective with Rashid, but Angrybird showing that he has a partner he works with on a daily basis with that Rashid, knowing full well that he understands the matchup. And I do believe that OCV is what leads us into the Seiko play of the day. That's right. We are still looking at each and every one of these weeks to determine who will be the recipient of a brand new Seiko sports watch designed after the Street Fighter V characters.
The Seiko play of the day definitely goes to Angrybird for that OCV. I don't know what else we've seen from this week's battles that let us know how dominant NASR is going to be. Angrybird holding it down in 2 different consecutive occasions versus a full power UYU in this week's battle definitely nets him the Seiko play of the day. So shout outs to Angrybird. Also shout outs to Team NASR for that W.
Oh, yeah.
What another way to close out. And with that being said, we're going to update you guys on the standings from the bottom to the top. Once again, UYU 0-6 after this week's team battle, but getting closer and closer to that W. Then you have Psycho Shinobi 2-4 after this week's loss, as well as right above them we'll have NASR getting the tie, moving up 3-3, but then above them is where we see the biggest move. We see All In at 5-1 and Alpha 3 tied at 5-1. So we're still neck and neck here as we move further into the Street Fighter League Season 3.
And we do have a big update for you guys as we've been tuning into Street Fighter League Japan as well. The top 3, Takedo, Daigo, and Nemo, are competing on January 30th to determine the top 2 teams competing in the SFL Finals at the end of the season, as well as us coming back in with another team battle for you. Next week on Thursday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're kicking off week number 10, where we have NASR versus All In, Alpha 3 versus Psycho Shinobi. And I'll tell you what, you do not want to miss this. Seeing how things popped off with Alpha 3, they're looking to ride that momentum here in week 10.
Well, look, guys, that's going to be all for us. We're going to see you guys next week here at Street Fighter League. We're 10 weeks in. You know the drill. You don't want to miss this action. We'll see you guys then.
That's a problem, right?
2. This is why 2 is a problem.
Do it again.
This is why 2 is a
Hit
problem.
him off the backboard. Do it again.
Don't
Yeah, that's sass.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
We got this.
Oh my God, on top of the dome. Oh, on top of the head. JB on set point right now. Side of it just being JB is just the fact that's where Zeku, that's where his wheelhouse is, right?
Hey.
Oh,
Nice.
that was a meaty Graham. Do it for the Graham. My God. You should be dead.
Bro, that killed? Oh my God.
Look at the damage. Oh, this is not good. Oh, it's one. 3 bars.
Nice! I like that. Use
Invincibility.
V trigger.